It is almost impossible to truly be happy if you don't stop listening to haters. Welcome everybody to a new episode of PhilosophyBoss. I hope all of you guys are having a great day, and today I want to continue with our series on Dokkodo by Miyamoto Musashi. We talk about the following rule: never be jealous. And I want to specifically get into the hater psychology and how to deal with haters. And jealousy usually stems from insecurity, resulting from low self-esteem and self-worth. And jealousy is usually exposed when their insecurity is being confronted by other people's success and achievements that they don't have. And the reason why it's triggered is usually because the ego is taken over. And what ego wants to do is to compare itself and to feel superior to others. Jealousy kicks in the moment they feel inferior. And this is the main driver of haters. And what do haters do? They spend most of their time trying to tear other people down, instead of focusing on improving themselves and becoming someone that they love. But you know, this is what most haters will never do, because that will mean that they would have to take responsibility. And taking responsibility is difficult. Whereas hating others is easy and makes them feel comfortable in the moment, while doing absolutely nothing. And this, my friends, is an evil cycle they cannot get out of, unless they realize it and take care of it. But if they don't do it, it becomes worse with time. And before they realize it, they're getting old and bitter. And now, I go through a couple of examples of haters that exist. First of all, haters online. Those are insecure human beings who spend most of their free time spreading negative energy online. For example, in the form of hateful comments that they would never have the courage to tell people in real life. Secondly, colleagues. Their jealousy is triggered the moment you outperform them. And what they try to do is to destroy your reputation in the company. And this can manifest itself in different ways. For example, they may start to badmouth your projects and successes, and even start gossiping about you. And in some cases, even telling lies about you. Number 3. Friends that turn to haters. And I'm not going to lie, this type of hater is the most difficult to deal with, because it deals with people that are close to us, or at least used to be close to us. And again, their jealousy stems from the insecurity. However, in this case, it is only revealed over time. And this happens in the moment when they feel inferior to you. And this could happen with friends from high school. And their jealousy is not triggered in high school yet, because at that stage you're more or less on the same level. But with time, it gets more and more obvious who is getting ahead and who is not. And this is the moment when the jealousy is being triggered. And the jealousy may also manifest itself in them trying to destroy your reputation and gossiping behind your back. And sometimes they may even act like friends, however with the intent to hurt you. They want to get information from you, but not to genuinely help you, but to gather intel that they can use against you. What they might also do is to give you bad advice, in order to steer you into the wrong direction and in order to hurt you in the long run. For example, if they're jealous of your happy relationship, they may try to get you to break up and try to talk you into it, regardless of whether it's the right or wrong thing to do. And guys, it is so important that you identify jealous friends and families in your surroundings. And there's one trick to identify them. Tell them about your successes and failures, and pay really close attention to how they react. When you tell them about your successes, do they get excited and feel happy for you? Or is there no reaction? And they even try to badmouth and talk down your success and steer the conversation to something else. And when you tell them about your failures or something bad that has happened to you, do they feel your pain? Do they try to build you up? Do they encourage you? Or do they try to steer the conversation to another topic and talk about something that has happened to them a long time ago that is much worse than what you are currently experiencing? Or, when they're really bad at hiding it, you may even get a slight smile out of them. And these, my friends, are 2 major red flags you have to look out for. And now, I'll show you some ways how to deal with haters. First of all, empathy. And it deals with the first part of the video. The moment we realize that their behavior is driven by insecurity, we can start to feel compassionate and even sorry for haters. And we can start to not take things personal, Because no matter what you do, no matter what you say, they have an agenda that is driven by resentment. Never take criticism and hate personal when there's a personal agenda behind it. Because they cannot think clearly, for their jealousy clouds their thinking and behavior. And once we master empathy, we can get to the second phase, and that is to not be impacted by them and to remain positive or indifferent at worst. We cannot let cowards dictate how warriors feel, and hate always comes from below. For example, with negative and hateful comments online, which I've been getting more and more lately, I either ignore them or reply to them in a positive way, wishing them all the best. But what about real life interactions at work? The same applies. Be positive or indifferent at worst. And this allows us to become detached and think clearly and strategically. For example, if they try to ridicule you when giving a presentation, just remain calm and address it in a respectful and calm manner. Because this is a great chance for you to show competence and strength. For example, a couple of years ago, I had a debate with another guy in front of 50 people. We were standing in front with microphones, making arguments for our cases. And at some point, he started to attack me personally in front of those people. And instead of hating back, I chose to remain positive and indifferent, and replying with empathy and compassion. And I said something like this: "Look, I know you're getting emotionally worked up right now, but we came here to discuss this topic respectfully and thoughtfully. And for a fact, I know that you can do better than this." And then I continued making my case. And in this debate, the audience voted who won. Except for the other guy's friends, every single hand went up almost instantly for me. And after the debate, some people approached me and told me directly that they really liked how I handled the situation. And this has taught me so much about how to deal with haters and even use them to my advantage. Because every encounter with a hater is your chance to show strength, self-control and leadership. And people will notice that. And you also learn that you have the power to set the tone in a room. And you also have the power to control your emotions. But what about hater friends? I got news for you. Those friends are not your friends. My subjective definition of a friend is someone who is happy for one's success and achievements. And every cell within them wishes the best for you. And haters are incapable of loving others because they're incapable of loving themselves. So why should we consider people who wish ill upon us to be friends or close? What do you think about this? Do you agree or do you think it's total BS? Please let me know. Once again guys, thank you so much for your positive energy and support. It means the world to me. I wish you all the best, health, happiness and success. Thank you for watching.